I am feeling better from my cold, flu, whatever it was. It was terrible, but I'm a lot better now, and I needed that rest, that deep rest. I didn't get much of it, but whatever I got was good enough. My daughter, she bumped her head on my limb, so I have this mark right here. It was very painful yesterday. Um, anyway, I wanted to talk about not only the resting part, right? Sometimes we want to be up and doing so much when we actually need the rest. And when we get sick, it's our bodies letting us know, hey, just rest. You just need to rest. Don't do anything, just rest. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was, my daughter has been wanting to watch Nightmare Before Christmas a lot. And every single time I watch that movie, I get a different message from it. Every single time. And maybe I'm crazy and maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. I have never seen that movie and thought of the things that I'm thinking of now. But every single time I watch it, I realize that Jack likes or wants to pretend to be something that he's not, and that he will never be, or that he's not capable of, and then Sally is this very intuitive person, and for some reason she likes Jack, right? But I don't know why that dynamic reminds me so much of the anxious and the avoidant. I don't know why I'm seeing it that way. Maybe I am crazy, right? Maybe I'm crazy. Jack just is bored of his life and just wants to run away from whatever it is that he is, basically, right? He wants to steal Christmas and do Christmas instead of Halloween. But he's not Christmas, he's Halloween. So why is he trying to be something that he's not? And then Sally comes up to him and is trying to warn him that it's gonna fail, right? And it's just kind of reminding me a lot of my personal experience with that. The anxious and the avoidant attachment styles, trying to be together. And then the anxious is trying to tell the avoidant, hey, this isn't gonna work out, or this feels like this isn't right. And then the avoidant's just oh, no, but we'll figure it out as it goes. I don't know, right? Again, maybe I am overthinking it, but that is what I've been kind of getting from that movie now, and it's weird. At the end of the movie, the avoidant is more he's accountable, and he's damn, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing, right? It's not about getting bored and trying to do something new to get myself to feel something. It's more of looking within, right? And figuring out what it is that I actually want. And then Sally and Jack end up together, right? But it's a child's movie, but it's also it's got its adult theme in it, but we don't see it that way, or I hadn't seen it that way, at least. I don't know if anybody else has seen it the other way that I saw it now, or that I see it now, you know. But yeah, it's very interesting perspective. And I don't know, it kind of makes me very uncomfortable to see it that way. I don't like it. I don't like it, especially because my daughter also really likes it. She's just 2. And she's constantly calling Jack Papa and Sally Mama. So every time she sees Sally, she's like Mama. And then every time she sees Jack, she's like Papa. And it's funny to me, right? But it's also sad. Like, it makes me sad that she picks up on all of that stuff, and she's so young. Like, she's really smart. This little girl is really, really, really smart. So I'm not surprised if she's picking up on that dynamic and like seeing it in the movie. Like, she's way smarter than me. Like, I hadn't noticed that before until she started pointing it out at me. So like, I can't be underestimating this little girl. This little girl's magic. Like, she's a lot more sensitive than I am. And I'm a little scared about that. I am a little bit scared about that because I feel like I'm going to ruin her. Not ruin her, but like, I am afraid that I'm going to cause problems in her because I'm still working on myself, if that makes any sense, you know? And I feel like this is something like a parent would freak out over, especially if it's something, you know, like a good parent worries about. Like, she's gonna see things that I'm not gonna see, and she's gonna be pointing them out at me, and that's scary. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I'm open to it. Like, I want to hear her, and I want to know what she sees so that I can also work on that, you know? Like, I'm not opposed to it. I'm scared, but I'm not opposed to it. Like, I want her to tell me these things that she sees, because I want her to feel safe in telling me these things, so that we can like work on it together. But yes, she's 2 years old, and she sees the dynamic. She sees the avoidant anxious attachment dynamic in the movie Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's scary to me. That's very scary to me. But and it makes me really nervous. That's why I'm laughing. But yeah, curious if anybody else has watched that movie and actually noticed that.